Hello and welcome to the latest episode of In the Driver's Seat with me, Maddie. Today I am joined by the one and only Gemma from Mixxos.
Hey Maddie,
How
good
are
to
you?
be here. Yeah, I'm really good, thank you. Just as an intro, I'm Gemma, co-owner of Mixxos Group, and we help ambitious businesses find and hire the best talent to get their vision to reality.
Amazing. How long have you been doing that?
Oh God, now I'm showing my age. So I've actually been in recruitment for 19 years now.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, love it. And I guess you quite like it if you've been doing it that long.
I mean, it's one of those love-hate kind of industries to be in. There's, the truth is in the pudding, really. I wouldn't be doing it now if I didn't love it. I'm super passionate. We have such a big place. I'm proud to be part of the recruitment industry, and we hold such a big place in our economy and in the world of business. So I wouldn't change it for the world.
Amazing. That's really positive. So jumping straight in, what was your very first car?
Oh my goodness. I loved my first car. It was a black Ford KA with tinted windows, black alloys,
Perfect.
low suspension, and one of those like pipes that make the crazy noise. I don't know what I was thinking, but I owned it, and It served me really good purpose. I think I sold it actually after about 12 months.
Yeah.
But it got me started.
Perfect. You look well cool, I bet. So when you're like buying and purchasing, looking for a new vehicle, what is the main things that you would look for? So like 3 things that are most important to you, like what you need on a day-to-day.
So comfort is super important because I do a lot of mileage. I'm kind of up and down the country, really. So comfort is up there.
Yeah.
I do want it to look nice. I've kind of always lived by this kind of get up, dress up, show up and never give up. And with that comes what I drive, without sounding like it's just all about aesthetics for me. I kind of, from young, once I started earning good money, it was, okay, I want it to look smart. I want it, the days of Girl Racer and my Ford KA were very short-lived. And then the third and final thing for me is, this might sound silly, but I want it to be like really strong and sturdy. So if I hit a bit of ice or if something comes towards me, like I know that my car is going to take it.
Yeah, definitely.
And not take me off the road kind of
100%.
thing.
I think having a good looking car, it makes you feel quite powerful, especially as like a woman as well. I think, I've driven everything. I've had a truck at the minute. And yeah, it makes you feel quite like strong. Yeah,
I think, nothing phases me in terms of like size of car. And I think when I first moved into a bigger car to drive, initially I was like, maneuvering it and getting through tight spaces because I live in the countryside, like small, tiny lanes. Now I just embrace it and it doesn't faze me at all. But even car parking spaces can be a bit of a pickle because when you've got a slightly nicer car, you do want to, park the furthest end of the car park, and it is annoying. You get the steps in, but people just whack their doors open, especially if they've got children. It's hard getting in and out of the car with loads of shopping and kids. So I don't really blame them, but it's kind of more on me to make sure that I park in a decent spot.
Yeah, and trying to avoid those winding multi-story. I cannot deal with them.
Yeah, I know. I hate them.
So nice.
I literally avoid them. Open air car parks for me all the way.
All the time. So as obviously we're in 2024 now, what is your opinion on electric vehicles? Do you know enough about them? What's your opinion on like the switch between petrol or diesel compared to electric?
So you're not talking to an expert by no means, but my view on it is just my personal opinion. Love the idea of electric vehicles from, just making sure that we are doing our bit. But we had a hybrid, or we still have a hybrid. For me, that works because I drive so much and I'm busy juggling motherhood and business. The thought of them planning out an itinerary which allows me stoppage time
100%.
and to find en route somewhere that isn't kind of having maintenance issues and it is fully functioning and working, to plug the car in and then sit there and kind of waste time, that doesn't appeal to me at all. And I know probably people are going to listen to this and think, God, are you actually being that brutal? But that is for me the truth. The hybrid model works. So we've got half electric, half petrol. The car does drink petrol, so obviously you want to be using the electric more. But I agree with it. I think it's definitely the way forward. But the hybrid is better for me.
Yeah, I agree.
Personally.
it gives you that bit more poke as well, I think. Especially because I drive in London quite a bit, and as you say, you drive a lot as well. It's just quite nice. And there's like the plug-in hybrids now as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, everything is going so quickly, I think.
Yeah.
All the innovation is changing.
I know. We won't be driving soon, will we?
I know. We'll just close our eyes and put our finger on the steering wheel. Yeah. So following on from about the bit of touch on innovation, do you know enough about that, would you say? What's your favourite innovation?
Innovation. I mean, it's probably not even an innovation now. I think most cars have it, but I love the bum warmer.
Yes.
The bum and back warmer for me is game changing, and the steering wheel heaters, because I'm up and out at 5:30 in the morning going to the gym. There's nothing worse than sitting there and waiting for your car to warm up. 100%. You can just literally move. And the screen defrosters.
Yeah.
They literally instantly, so you don't have to. And also, like, as a woman, getting out of your car and standing there at 5:30 in the pitch black, where I live is really dark. It's not street lit at all. And to stand there faffing about with a scraper or a spray just doesn't float my boat. So just sit there for like a minute or three and everything's cool, ready for me to drive, and I feel safe. I think that's awesome. And then the other thing I would say is in my current car, I've got a fridge.
Oh, perfect.
So for like long journeys, it's really cool to have. But I'm talking like these are all like girly innovations, aren't they? You're probably thinking, oh, like...
No, not even that.
What's going to affect the performance of the car and how fast it goes. And that doesn't really...
Even on my LinkedIn, I'll say, like, I need to be hot in the car. Like, I'm always cold. So Grant will have the car on, like, low, and mine will be on the highest it'll go. Heated seat on and everything. He'll be having his ventilated seat on. I'm like, needs to be hot all the time. I won't drive otherwise.
I do like, again, this is more of a safety thing, but I like it. My other half hates it, the sensors, and when you go over the line, it pulls you back. I quite like it because it just keeps you in check, but it is annoying if you go to overtake and you don't indicate. Not saying that's what I do for the record, but you know, like it can be a bit of a pain, or sometimes there can be an oncoming vehicle, but there's completely no obstruction at all, and it like just stops you, and you nearly headbutt the windscreen. It like happens to Chris on a daily basis. He's like, this bloody car, like fuming.
If you could only ever drive one car for the rest of your life, what do you think that would be?
So look, I don't have a massive car wish list. I'm really happy with the car I've got, but there is one car, and if my other half is listening to this now, he will already be like effing and jeffing, I reckon. But the one car that I love, and I would be really content with forever would be Lamborghini Urus. Yeah. I think they're so cool.
Yeah, they are cool.
Like just love it. Love it. I don't need anything more than that. Don't get me wrong. It's a pretty expensive bit of kit, right? But I think it's just beautiful.
Yeah. And they're quite like family oriented. Like you can put the kids in the back.
That's what I mean. They're not that flashy. I don't think they're a flashy motor that it would just be a bit of a toy for you. I think it's quite practical.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with that. So if you were to go on a road trip, so you've got 24 hours, you've got 4 seats to fill, who are you going to take with you? They can be dead or alive. I know it's quite morbid. Cool.
Okay, I'd take Chris. Okay. Obviously. Yeah. Because he's my ride or die. I'd take Teddy, my little boy. Yeah. And then I would take Stephen Bartlett, because he's just the coolest guy ever. Yeah. And I could learn so much from him. Yeah. And then I'd probably take someone really funny like James Corden, just to spice it up a little bit.
Yeah, because I've had James Corden a few times.
Oh, really? Oh, no, that makes me feel like proper vanilla now. All right, let's put Ben Thomas in the mix. He's a funny guy. Yeah. He's a funny guy. He's a local guy. We all know him. So I think he could bring a little bit of... spice it up a little bit.
Bit of banter, have a good sing-song.
Yeah, I'm not sure we'd get there in one piece, actually, with Ben, but... We can try.
You can try, exactly. So, Gemma, that concludes our In the Driver's Seat. Thank you so much for coming on. Where can people find you?
Thanks, Maddie. So I'm most active on LinkedIn. It's Gemma Downing. We've also got a website, www.mixxos.com.
Amazing. Thank you.
Thanks for having me.